because everyone watching it now, they're going to be like, she's lost her mind. I don't think I have, honestly. If you are watching this in the future trend, content creators unite. Okay, so whether you're watching this in 2025 or 2035 and beyond, this is a video that I'm making in particular to kind of timestamp and highlight technology and how far and what I've lived through to date and to 2025, and to kind of just give you a little history about it from my perspective. The content in the future, if you're watching this in the future, the content may seem very different from what you're used to now. Maybe the quality isn't as good anymore, or isn't as good in this video. Maybe you're used to seeing AI and you're not sure if I'm a real human or not. I am a human, and it does feel awfully strange, to be honest, to be talking to someone in the future. But I think it's important to make a video like this, and I hope that I make this a trend, because I think it's important for people in this time and age in 2025 who are going through the shift from regular technology and internet to the AI technology that we're so fastly coming into. I think it's important to make a video in the history of what you've seen in the past to now. So hopefully I can encourage someone else to do this video. If you are watching this in the future trend, content creators unite. We should make this viral, because we should make this a viral topic, because once AI creators start dominating and saturating the social media, obviously we're going to know it's not a real human. The creator behind it is, but the AI isn't. So a lot of us are going to be questioning if content is real anymore, and it's only the beginning. We're in the newborn stages of the AI internet shift or technology shift. We're in the baby stages of that, and also it's going to affect content creation as well, because as you've already seen probably out there, there's already AI content on TikTok and on YouTube. So there's that. Anyway, so if you're watching this in the future, I am at the age where I lived when we had phones and not cell phones. We had phones that connected to an outlet on the wall, and we had phone lines, and we would talk on a phone and hang it up, and that was it. And then we had cell phones. So the cell phones, the old school phones, you couldn't take them with you anywhere. You only got a call when you were home, obviously. Then we got the cell phone, which was nice because we could carry it around, and we could text our friends and family, and that was fun. And then we got the internet on our cell phones, where we can make videos and post them online, and that's kind of the largest era that we've gone through in the last 15 years, where we had social media. So for me, I had it was called MySpace, and that was so much fun because you could put images on there, PNG images, you could post your photos, and you could make friends from around the world. And then we got YouTube, and we could post videos like this on YouTube. And in 2005 is when YouTube was created, and that's when I watched YouTube. But we also had cable. We didn't have internet. It was called cable back in the before 2000. So growing up, I had television and cable. But then we got the internet, and then we got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and am I forgetting YouTube? Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And those are our biggest social media platforms that we have all been used to for the last 15 years as a collective worldwide has connected humanity. And everyone that's alive now really enjoys being on social media. It's where everyone can see each other and give our opinions and follow people that we enjoy watching. And it's been a really big deal our whole lives. However, now with AI, now we're going to see a lot of AI generated content, which means like digital. Well, you probably already know if you're in the future, but for all of us that are just starting in this era, we're going to see a lot of digital videos and content where it's not a real human. It's going to be a generated AI human, like a robot type person, and it's going to feel very awkward to us, and a lot of us are not very accepting of AI at the moment. It is a huge shift in our how we as humans can express ourselves, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. So if you're watching this in the future, I know you're probably going to be used to it by then, but for us, if I can tell you what it's like in this moment, it's going to be a very difficult shift for us, because many of us are going to be losing our jobs to AI, because as we've recently discovered, when you go to ChatGPT, you can put in a question and it will reply to you. We've never had that technology in social media. A real person would reply to us. In an email, a real person would reply to us, but now with AI, now it's just an automatic computer robot replying to our questions and knows a lot more than we do. I mean, because when I was growing up, the way I learned was through reading books and the encyclopedia. And when you look back that many years, which is 40 plus years, that was just common knowledge. I mean, the internet was not even a thing. And so, but with the internet, we were able to get a lot more information. And ever since the internet has Microsoft and AOL and everything in the late 1990s or whatever, the internet came out in 1980 or something, but most people couldn't afford to have it until like 1990, 2000 is when everyone got a computer. So it's still pretty new, but I guess looking back, technology has sped everything up. It's replaced jobs. It's replaced connection, to be honest. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video if you're watching this in the future. I'll give you my 2 cents, like my opinion. So this is just my opinion. If you're watching in the future, that AI is going to be very dominating and hard to adjust to. But if you are already adjusted because you grew up in the AI industry, congratulations. I hope that you are making the best of it, and that you're able to connect with the people around you in a human perspective. But anyway, it's 2025. Lots of things are changing really quickly, and I wanted to put this video out there to see if I can start a trend. So if you're a content creator and you thought this was an interesting topic, go ahead and post your video. If you are watching this in the future, and talk to the future about what you think about AI and how technology has brought you to this period as to 2025. What has AI meant, or what has technology meant to you from childhood to now? I could go on and on. This is a great topic, but this is just kind of like a starter video. The next video I'm going to make is there is a shift. And this is funny because I feel like if someone does see this in the future, they're going to be like, what is that note? What is she holding? It's a notebook and it has paper. It seems so weird to be saying that, but let's be realistic here. Like 20 years ago is not like it's going to be 20 years from now. 20 years ago, I had paper on my desk. 20 years from now, they may not even know what paper is. Okay? I think you guys get the point if you're watching this. Okay. So the next video is there is a shift, and I have lived through all of them. I meant a technology shift. From the cell phones, or from regular phones, cell phones, to the web, to the World Wide Web, to social media, and now to AI. I feel like social media was a big part of my life, and I feel like it's been for every generation that's been born, like Gen Z. yeah, since Gen Z, since social media came out, it's going to be the rest of part of their life. But unfortunately, they have to see AI take over and dominate it, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But anyway, talk to you later. Thank you for stopping by, and you are great.